An update now on a pregnant woman who survived after a car plowed into a bus stop where she was waiting. Family members confirmed Stephanie Athy was almost 9 months pregnant when she and 3 others were hit Tuesday morning. Her family says she remains in serious condition and her baby, Ethan, is in critical condition. In a statement, her family expressed gratitude to first responders and the team at University Hospital for giving the two a fighting chance.